Hello, everybody. I am Nicole Atnip. I am a director out of Mount Juliet, Tennessee. And today I'm going to be chatting with you guys about party packs. Let me back it up a little bit. So, I have a love-hate relationship with parties in general. We are direct sellers, and with that comes a lot of stigma. Unfortunately, it is what it is. And unfortunately, where some of that stigma I think comes from sometimes are parties, right? How many Facebook parties do we get invited to all the time and they're always the same? Or you see, a consultant from company A, and then you'll go and join another one from the same company, but a different consultant, and they're using the same script and all of that jazz, right? It just, I think sometimes can add to like the ickiness, unfortunately, that comes with the business that we're in. But that is why I am a huge believer in creating yourself a way to be authentic, making yourself authentic, standing out from the rest, doing something just to personalize it, right? Now, let me say that it doesn't have to be a completely different idea. Today, we're chatting about party packs. Apologies for any noise you hear in the background. This is kind of an impromptu thing, but it doesn't have to be the idea itself. So party packs, I didn't create the idea. I actually think it was Christina Stainbrook who came up with it a few years ago. I could be wrong though, so apologies if that isn't correct. But if you hear an idea that's shared in Scentsy land, and I will say I'm so appreciative because there's so many amazing ideas out there and we all feel like we have to do them all. Choose some, run with them, see how it goes, and go from there. Borrow ideas from other people, but don't be literal, okay? If someone's sharing a Visly template with you to show you a successful party, awesome. Take it, turn it into what you would sound like, turn it into your own, make it personal, change the words up, be authentic, but you can still use the idea that that person gave you, okay? So party packs, we're going to chat about this. I did party packs for the past couple of years with parties, online Facebook parties, and I hated them. I completely hated them. It made me bitter. It made me pissed off because I was mad because I was spending $3, $4, $5 each time to send out a package to somebody. And then that person wouldn't order, right? Who's been there? Who's felt that way and been like, I spent so much money on that person and they didn't even order from me. I mean, I was mad. I was so mad. Or then they spent like $10 and I'm like, I already sent you a $5 package. I'm already losing money on you, right? Like we've been there. A lot of us have been there. So I got away from parties for a while, and I will tell you, it sucked because in hindsight's 2020, right? We look back and parties, there is a reason that we all party in direct sales. There's a reason that they called us a party planning business when we first got started, and why so many direct sellers focus on parties. It's one of the best ways to prospect, okay? A party with PRV is wonderful, but those contacts, those new people that you meet, those new customers that can become customers, could potentially become teammates, will end up becoming friends if you make sure that you nurture that relationship. That's the gold. Those people, that's the gold for parties, okay? So parties are important, but you need to make sure you're doing parties in a way that bring you joy, that get you happy, because if you don't look forward to doing it, you're not going to keep up with it. Think about healthy eating, drinking water, working out. I'm in that mindset right now. If I'm not having fun, if I don't enjoy it, I'm not going to keep up with it, okay? But that's the glorious thing about this business, is that you are in charge, so you can do your parties however you would like to, okay? So parties in general, they need to be happening. They should be happening. And if they aren't happening, you better find another way to be prospecting that's as consistent and as fruitful as partying is. But parties it's a wonderful way to meet new people. Okay. So we can have online Facebook parties. We can have in-person parties. There's lots of different options out there. But today, what I'm going to be talking about is party packs with online parties. Okay. So jumping back a little bit, and I do this a lot. If you ever watch any of my videos, what you see is what I get. I'm kind of all over the place, but I got bitter. I didn't like it. And those party packs were pissing me off because I was spending a couple bucks each just time to send out a big package, and it had a catalog in it, and it had, all of my, printed up stuff, and it had samples, and then they'd mailed over the summer, and it just burned me out, and I was pissed off. And then I couldn't keep up with it over the summer. My kids were home from school. I had vacation, incentive trips, all the things going on, and I couldn't keep up with it. Okay. So this season I tried something completely different. Okay. And I'm about to be doing block parties in my VIP group, which is another training for another day that I will do. But today we're talking about the party packs that I'm sending out to people. All right. I have a Google form, and let me actually back it up a little bit from that. I have a link tree. So my link tree, which is, you can go and check it out. Please, for the love of God, don't fill anything out, or I'm going to end up sending you a party pack and I don't want to waste money on you. If you go to my Instagram, which is at the Scented Southern Home. And this is my link tree. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. Okay, so here is my link tree. Okay, I pay for the expensive version of it so that I can personalize with my branding and all that jazz and get analytics and all those goodies. Okay, so in here you're going to see there's a bunch of different categories and headers. It's linktree.com, super easy to set up, and there is a free version that gives you all the glorious things I'm about to tell you about. Okay, so I have block party guests start here. Okay, so you could title your header party guests start here. And underneath of there, I have block party guest, goodie bag sign up, a block party host sign up, and then I've got the people who are hosting parties for me, and I'm going to add the rest of them because I've got 4 hosts this month. So they're all going to be down there. When you click on it, it goes right to their link on my party. Okay. But what we're looking at today is going to be the block party guest goodie bag sign up. Now I'm calling it a goodie bag because when you go to a party, what do you get when you leave, right? You get a goodie bag. So it is a Google form that I have completed on Google. I have created it. No, I will not share a template with you. Love you, mean it, but you guys are business owners. So take the bull by the horns and make this. You can do this. It took me 10 minutes, you guys. You go to google.com, you click on the button that says drive, and you click the button that says Google Forms. New, and you just make your questions and make your answers, and that's it. It is so easy, okay? So what this says, I put the header up at the top that says goodie bag sign up. And then it says block party guest goodie bag sign up. Please complete this form to get a goodie bag mailed to you. Inside, you will find tons of scratch and sniff stickers, coupons, the block party giveaway entry, and a sample bar menu for you to get premium samples. You'll also find a QR code to scan with your phone's camera that will take you directly to your host's link to shop should anything delight your nose. Okay. Then the first question is your host's name, because I want to know which party and what host they're there with that day, your first and last name, your mailing address, your preferred method of contact. Please leave your contact information so I can check in with you regarding the giveaway entry, sample bar menu, etc. And then I'm asking the 2 very important questions that you want to ask guests, but make it fun and laid back. The first one is, would you be interested in being one of my block party hosts in the future? My hosts earn a free hostess gift, a minimum of 10% in free product. Number 3, a minimum of 1 item, 50% off when hosting a qualifying party. And you'll also get a hostess goodie bag from me, which I'm making. Again, that'll be a different video, filled with premium full-size samples and gifties. And then it says, yes, I love free stuff. No, I'll pass on the free goodies. Maybe I'd like more info. It helps me gauge to know, are they absolutely not interested whatsoever? Or maybe, and even if they say no, well, I'll kind of, if they end up being the most engaged party host, I'll probably reach out after and just say, listen, I know you mentioned that you weren't interested. I just wanted to double check now that you saw how fun this party was. No pressure, but I'm just tossing this out there. But respect people. If they don't want to be a host for you, don't. It is just as wonderful to have them as a contact of yours and to nurture that relationship before pressuring them into doing something they don't want to do. Okay. And then the next one is, just for fun, how likely would you be interested in becoming a consultant with Scentsy and earning 20% plus back on all of your purchases, extra cash, and opportunities to earn incentive like trips, luggage, etc. And then I kind of make it funny. It says number 1, nope, not a zilch. I wouldn't even do it if Matthew McConaughey was my sponsor. Number 2, it's not really my thing. Matthew McConaughey would probably need to be my sponsor. Number 3, I'm neutral. Number 4, and I just make it fun and laid back. Okay. Because again, if someone is absolutely not interested at all in doing this or becoming a consultant, that's fine. That is okay. I would rather know going into that they have 0 interest, and maybe down the road, if they change their mind, they can let me know, but I'm not going to prioritize flipping a party or reaching out to them or sending them host join information. I'm not going to reach out to them when that join special comes up next time, right? You'd be surprised though. When I first created a form like this last time, I was like, everyone's going to say no. No one's even going to say they're interested. And some people did. Some people put they're neutral. Some people said, maybe interested. That lets me know. That lets me know where they are. Like, they're not against it. They're up for it. Let's see what happens. And then that tells me, keep that person on the back burner of your mind. So when the next time a sponsoring opportunity comes up, I can contact them, or I can ask them if they want to host and give it a trial run and then, flip their party, etc. Okay. It just helps me gauge where they are. And then I finish it by saying, thank you so much. Keep an eye out for your goodie bag. And don't forget to complete the sample bar menu included to be entered in our giveaway. I gave them my phone number and then my contact information on Facebook. And I said, can't wait to party with you. Okay. So again, that is on my link tree. If you would like to see what mine looks like, and please, again, do not fill it out. You can go to my Instagram, and my Instagram information is just at the Scented Southern Home. And then my link is in my bio and you'll see the information there. Okay. So let's fast forward to, awesome. I've got 20 different people during the block party. They've all signed up, multiple different hosts, all that jazz. Well, what do I do, right? I've got multiple different hosts. This is why Linktree is God, okay? One of the things about party packs that I used to get frustrated about when I would make it personalized for each host is I am really bad about getting things out the door. On the other side of door number 1 over here is a stack of mail that was supposed to go out in, the last time I've done thank you mail was January 19th, and it is the 9th of May. So I'm very bad about just getting things out the door. I've got a million other things going on. I've got a lot of ideas in my head, but getting it done, I'm real bad about that. I know myself. It is what it is, right? You got to own it. It is what it is. So I wanted to think about a way that I could make things up at the beginning of the season. I could make things up while I was watching Grey's Anatomy with my kids. I could make things up and have my kids help me, right? What is a super laid back way to make things up at the beginning of the season where it doesn't have to be personalized for each host? And that is these little postcards. That's going to be my goodie bag / party pack. Okay. It matches my full size insert that I made that go in with all of my catalog mailers. Okay. I will not share this template. It is consistent with my branding, and my brand is not your brand. So you can use it for inspiration, but be your own person in this business. I can't stress that enough. This is what goes in with my catalog. Okay. So it's going to be more, bigger, full size, what they want full size samples of. This is what goes in with my party packs. And the reason I did this size is because it fits inside of an envelope. Maybe not this envelope. It does fit inside of this envelope, which means this with scented stickers, 1 stamp to mail. I'm wasting what? How much stamps to cost now? 55 cents, I think, 58 cents, whatever the heck it costs. That's all I'm spending. So guess what? If Susie Q shows up and she gets scented stickers and she doesn't purchase anything from me, I've lost 58 cents in whatever 10 scented stickers in this postcard, fine. We'll make it an even $1. That's a risk that I'm willing to take. Okay. I will take that chance, but I don't want to be spending $3 or $4 on postage, a full size catalog, samples, the amount of time that go into full size party packs. That's what was making me pissed off and bitter. Okay. I don't want to be bitter if people don't purchase from me. I want to respect them if they don't purchase from me. So that's why I'm doing this. So what is on, I think I'm on Zoom. That's how I record things and it looks super blurry. So in case you can't see, this is just my branding up at the top. And the coupons that I mentioned are join Scentsy for $0, which obviously I'll give them the information about. And then free mini warmer plus host rewards when you host a qualifying party. That is my personal host incentive that I use the perpetual party reward to give to them when they sign up to host, and once their party hits qualifying, they're going to get that. If it doesn't hit qualifying, I still send them something just as a thank you, but they're getting stuff from me anyway. The hostess gift, all those different things, because I believe heavily in spoiling my customers. And then it's going to have just little pictures on the front of just what to expect: warmers, wax bars, oils, diffusers, Disney, all that jazz. It gives them just a little preview of what's to come. I have on my full size page numbers of where to find it, but I don't have it with this because I'm not including a catalog. They're getting this and scented stickers. Okay. And then it says, flip this over to complete the giveaway entry. And it has my contact information. So when they turn it over, it's going to say, for an entry to our party giveaway, number 1, lay out the scented stickers included in this party pack. I want to show you guys how I do scented stickers. I am all about speed and doing whatever I possibly can to get things out the door. Or remember what I already told you, it ain't never happening. So the 10 new scented stickers, I'll put in like maybe a pet one, maybe watermelon tangerine on body. I'll do a laundry. So like I've got laundry, pets, body, I'll do clean Fiesta Lime that I have, and I'll do a, what's over here? I got them everywhere, y'all. Lavender cotton oil, okay? So it just shows some of the other categories that we have, and then we've got 10 scented stickers. You'll notice I'm holding them individually in my hand, okay? What I do at the very beginning of the season when I order my scented stickers is I get my paper cutter. If you don't have a paper cutter, invest in one. It is the best money you'll ever spend. And I paper cut them. I cut them into little squares. I do, even with catalogs, I do not go through, I do not stick them on paper, on the catalog, none of that nonsense. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I cut them into little squares. And the reason that I like to do this too is because I have noticed that when I put them on a piece of paper and I go to smell this one, guess what? If this one smells like eucalyptus, guess what I'm smelling on that middle one too? Eucalyptus. Or if sandalwood, we're not besties, is on this one over here, and I'm over here, I'm getting a slight hint of sandalwood on sugared strawberry, and I shouldn't. So I like to have them completely separate. So when I am smelling Daydream Oasis, all I can smell is Daydream Oasis. I'm not smelling Appletini Splash at the same time, okay? So just a little tip, side note, I do this no matter how I'm sending them out. I highly recommend it. And then what I do is I get these little organizers, and I have the Alex drawers from IKEA. And so my entire drawer just has strips of the organizers and them in there. So when I'm mailing these out, I just boop, 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 I just grab them and pop them in, okay? So again, I mentioned, excuse me, allergies. Thank you, the state of Tennessee. So I'm going to put this in there, okay, along with their scented stickers. And I'm going to move it out so it's not too thick. It's nice and flat. So those two things are going to be inside of there with one stamp. Done and done. I also only put in that Google form, I asked for their mailing address, but I put it on one line just so when I export that mailing list, I'm going to be able to just copy that section with their name, their mailing address, etc. Copy it, import it into Avery labels, and it's going to save me a lot of time when I'm printing out those labels. So I'm not having to copy paste and all that jazz. Okay. So it says on here, number 1, lay out your scented stickers included in this party pack. Number 2, separate the scents that you do like. Complete the sample menu bar below. Take a picture of the scented or the stickers that you like and this completed paper. And number 5, send the pictures to me on Facebook Messenger or text it to me at my phone number, okay? Because I want to know if they fall in love with watermelon tangerine and this oil, let's say, and summer moonlight, okay? And these are the ones that they send me. This gives me a conversation. Ooh, you liked oils, awesome. Do you have a diffuser? You don't? Here's ours. Look how amazing they are. Here's some scent suggestions. You loved lavender or coconut. I would also check out pineapple, coconut, vanilla. Seems like you probably like lighter scents. Do you like relaxing scents? If so, you need to check out Luna and Jammy Time and Just Breathe, et cetera, okay? Look, you are the professional. You are the fragrance specialist. You are the expert in your field. You know about fragrance. If someone is telling you that they love summer moonlight, what other scents does summer moonlight? It reminds me of Luna. I think if someone likes summer moonlight, that's probably their world, right? Softer scents like that sparkling magnolia that came out with the Mother's Day collection. Be well versed in our fragrance because that's what you're selling here, okay? You're selling fragrance. So if they're sending this to you, also tell them all the things it comes in. Watermelon tangerine, guess what, sister? You got fragrance flower, you got body, you got wax, you got scent circles, you got a ton of things that you can suggest to them. My suggestion also too, I do the new season stickers and some of these like leftover from previous catalogs. If you're ever not sure what samples to make or what scented stickers to get, try to get ones that are available in a ton of different categories, because if someone falls in love with Luna, guess what you've just done? You have wax, scent circles, scent packs, laundry, no cleaning, RIP cleaning, flower, body. What else have I not said? You get what I'm saying. When they fall in love with Amazon Rain, they've got 50 things they now can get. When they fall in love with aloe water and cucumber, when they fall in love with Luna, all of our black raspberry vanilla, you've got a magnitude of products that you can mention to them down the road. I have a customer that is obsessed with Luna. So guess what? When that fragrance flower special just launched, I reached out to her and I said, hey, I know you love Luna and you've only ever tried it in wax. I just wanted to let you know that our fragrance flowers just went on sale and we have them in Luna, girlfriend. She bought like 6 of them. Okay. So just keep that in mind. If you're not sure what scented stickers to get or what samples to buy to make, always try to go with the most popular ones that we have, our like core scents that we have. Okay. Just again, another tip. So again, sorry guys, squirrel, I go all over the place. I think of things and I'm like, let me mention that. So that's what they say. And above it, it says for an entry to our party giveaway. That's the whole thing. I want them filling this out. And the reason I want them filling this out is because I want them to open up the lines of communication. That's the main part. Obviously, yes, it's telling me, hey, you received this. Hey, you liked these. Hey, you're starting to engage. But also they're opening up the lines of communication for me to say, oh my God, you love Luna. It's my favorite too. And we can start that relationship and that contact. Don't you dare send this out. And if someone responds back to you, just say, thanks. Wasted opportunity, girlfriend, wasted opportunity. Okay. So then underneath of it, it says, please complete the sample bar menu. And it says other products I would love to try samples of in the future. And in parentheses, it says premium samples. That girl is driving me crazy. Are sent in order. Thank yous, y'all. Sorry. Speaking of direct sales, there is a girl that will not stop messaging me. And I'm like, I do not want to do what you're telling me to do. Please complete the sample bar menu. Premium samples are sent in order. Thank you. So I want them to know, guess what? I got bigger samples other than these bad boys, but I ain't giving them to you until you're my customer. It is what it is, but that's the nicest, most gentle way that I can tell them. And then it has all the other things that I have here that maybe they would try. Okay. Freshen up, pup, oil, washer whiffs, laundry with liquid, etc. All of the things that I will sample, I have right here. And I want them to check the ones they'd be interested in. Take the pictures of the scents that they like, snap this, send this back to me. Again, like I just said, it opens up the lines of communication, all that jazz. Then at the bottom, it says, open your phone's camera and hold over this with an arrow QR code to find. Okay. If you're using QR codes, I can't stress enough. Do not assume they know how to work it. I know that probably sounds silly to a lot of you guys, but World Tour 2019 is when I learned how to use a QR code because one of the speakers, thank God for her. I was like, what? And I like to think of myself as being kind of cool, right? So think about your demographics. If you're mailing this to someone your mom's age, they might not know what the hell a QR code is. Okay. So you've got to tell people what you want them to do. Don't assume they just know what it is. And always make sure you put your website on there still, just in case, because if they don't end up understanding this QR code, you still want them to be able to come to you. Okay. So it says, hold it over this and over this QR code to find your host's link to shop, your host's party info, and the digital catalog to browse. Okay. So I am doing that because I want them, they're not getting a full catalog, but if they want to browse a digital catalog, they can. So they're going to hover it, Linktree, boop. And it comes down here, and that's where the personalization comes. Okay. So backtrack a little bit and remember how I was like, one of my least favorite things is the fact that I had to make up a party, pack special with Dawn's information and with Ashley's information and with Amanda's information. And that process is what would hold me back about the whole thing. Okay. Now everybody gets the exact same package. So I can make 100 of these up at the beginning of the season and pop them in a little drawer organizer. So when 25 people 1 week show up, but it's also the week I have to get out my scent crates or whatever it is that's going on. You've got 55 baseball games, whatever it is, you don't have an excuse now because they're bulk made up at the beginning of the season. That QR code takes them to your Linktree. And then on the Linktree, that's where they're going to say, oh, Dawn, I'm friends with her. That's the party I'm shopping. Boop. I'm going to hit it and it's going to take them to Dawn's page. They're going to go and shop. Voila. There you have it. Okay. Do you have to do party packs? No, you do not have to, but I will tell you the parties that I've done party packs with versus the ones that I have not, astronomical difference. The people that I am taking the time to invest in on a personal level and just send them just a little something, it can be cheap, and just open up those lines of communication instead of relying on Facebook, those make all the difference in the world. I found myself when I was so angry and annoyed with parties and bitter, and Visly wasn't showing any of my posts and just all of that. I got in this rut with them last year, and I stopped looking forward to parties, and parties used to be my jammy jam. Like, I love doing them. What I did though was I think Visly, actually, I'm going to blame Visly a lot of it. The fact when I started using Visly, a lot of my personal connection with parties disappeared because I was relying on being quicker and faster to get things out the door instead of taking advantage of the fact that I had, 20, even 10 new customers in front of my face, and how I could personally connect with them. If all I had to do was import a template and press play and a party ran, people weren't showing up as much. So I can blame Facebook, but I also need to take ownership of the fact that it was also me. I wasn't investing as much personal touch into my party. So it's no surprise that they weren't showing up. I also stopped doing party packs. And before you knew it, I thought it's too much of a pain in the butt to create a new party every time and to just do this if it's not producing anything. So I've taken almost a year off from doing parties, and now I'm sitting here looking back going, I've got to do them again. They are necessary for my business personally. Even though I do a lot of other prospecting, it's like a big part of what I do and what I love. Can't be replaced by parties, in my personal opinion. So if anything I've said today has kind of spoken to you and you're like, damn, like, that's how I feel. I hate parties. I hate spending $4 on people. And then they don't order, or I hate having to send a party pack, but then I also send a thank you package afterwards. And now here I am spending about $10 on a customer and they bought 5 scent circles. It's tough, right? We're here to make money, not to waste money. And while we need to be investing in those customers, those new contacts, if there's a cheaper way to do it, why not? Okay. So if you decide to do this, please let me know. Comment on this video. Say, hey, I'm trying this. Ask me questions. I'm here to help. Like I said at the very beginning to kick this video off, though, be authentic, though, you guys. You can totally take my idea, the sample bar menu, all of that. I've shared it in the director pages and other places before. So I'm not trying to hold it to myself. But the reason that I don't like to share templates all the time is because there's nothing worse than just to see the same exact thing copy and pasted 100 times. There is nothing less authentic than that. There is nothing to the outside world who is already judging direct sales that makes them go, look at them. They're all doing the exact same thing. Where's the authenticity in that? Why would a customer come to you instead of me, or go to you instead of Bath and Body Works or Walmart? I say this to my team all the time, and I'll say it and close on that note. Always think about that. Always think about that. In every single thing you do in this business, ask yourself, why is someone coming to me instead of them? But also, why is someone coming to me instead of just popping into that Bath and Body Works store up the street when they have in their $2 pan soap specials? What are you giving them? Okay. And while customer service and great customer service is wonderful, there's a lot of us with great customer service in this business. So I'm just going to challenge you guys. Think about that. How are you making yourself authentic? How are you standing out in this business? How are you staying true to yourself? Because if being super creative ain't your jam, that's fine. But what are you doing that makes you different? When our LTO comes out in 10 minutes, we all have the exact same LTO coming out. How are we different? Okay. Maybe party packs, maybe having parties, maybe branding yourself as the themed party girl, or doing wine and cheese sip and sniff, whatever it is. Think about how you can make yourself authentic in this business and try to save some money while you're spoiling your customers. Okay. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys later.